want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Somewhat of a legend, rushing that strong in the battle, no matter the weapon. You can ghost to the camp, but you're gonna regret it when you get a boom like an angel is screaming from heaven. The game has just begun, it's about to rain more. Trying to get revenge, but you're running through the same door, laying on the same floor, down like a new saw. Even if you're over there, bunny hopping his claymore. Bring on the thunder, bring on the rain. Put the fear in your mind, let it ride through your veins. A hungry little beast, and he's out the cage. When you see him, better back away. Get on back. Bring on the thunder, bring on the rain. Face the winds of a hurricane, it's not the same. If you're not on this level, better get out the way. When you hear that thunder ring.
Woo! What's up, guys? It's Oshrical, and this is my little tribute to Thunder, who's basically my inspiration about everything when it comes to YouTube. He made me buy HDPVR, he made me start saving up clips, and he's making me do commentaries now. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to do a little thing. I saw that Erez was letting us use the Bring Me the Thunder, I think it's called. I'm not too sure actually what it's called, but basically it's a song that he did for Thunder, to Thunder, and beats are by Noodles, and there's gonna be a link to his channel and everything, his Facebook and Twitter, in the description. You guys need to go check him out, and you can download that song in its entirety on his channel, I believe. But anyways, guys, what I want to get into now, basically, is this is some MW3 gameplay. I'm actually using the UMP45. I'm using Sleight of Hand Pro, Hardline, and I think Stalker. And this was the first night that I was playing, and UMP45 has kinda become my go-to gun. That and the Type 95, only because of its being very overpowered. Basically, it's very overpowered, and I felt like the UMP, like I was running into people and I wasn't winning gunfights. So what I did is I put kick on it as its proficiency, and then for an attachment I put rapid fire. So basically, it's the AK-74U with grip and rapid fire, and it's the exact same thing. It is literally, if not as powerful, if not more powerful than the AK-74U grip and rapid fire attachments that you can do in Black Ops. It's ridiculous. If you have not tried this out, if you're kind of struggling maybe with the submachine guns, I dare you to give this a shot, because you will definitely pull off a game like this, and you'll definitely do well. It's one of my definitely one of my go-to classes now. I'm still kind of figuring out things, but like I said, this is like the first night I was playing, I think, maybe 5th or 6th game or something like that. And here, oh, Optic Ashi, huh? Yeah? Alright. Anyways, guys, I want to talk a little about the difference between Black Ops and this game, and how improvements that Treyarch made to the franchise of Call of Duty that Infinity Ward just completely ignored. These are things that annoyed me from the moment I put the disc in. Basically, look at that, wanted bullets. I knife the air and everything like Thunder does. Everything, knife the air. I look back and forth. Everything. I'm like a clone of him in this game. I don't get it, but yeah. Basically, when I put the game in, I started up. And my friends like, get in the party. Let's go. Let's get a game going. And the first thing I looked for was the sound options, and I couldn't find them. I couldn't find them at all. And that was weird for me, because I had sound options in Black Ops, and now I don't. So basically, all you can do in MW3 for sound options is turn down the game's sound. That's it. Just turn it down entirely. You can't specify whether or not you're using 5.1 surround sound. You can't specify whether or not you're using a headset. You can't do anything like turning down the game music, like bullets, nades, ambient noise, You can't turn down the music or turn off the music, which is one of my big problems I have. I can't stress this enough that when you're in a game and you're going through you know, the last bit of a domination match or anything like that, and all of a sudden music starts playing really loudly because you have your headset on really loudly so you can pick up footsteps, because unlike Black Ops, I have to give it to them, Infinity Ward actually lets you sound whore. But in this game I can anyways because there's music playing halfway through the game, and it's really annoying. I wish they changed that. Another thing that Treyarch brought to the franchise and Infinity Ward didn't even bring into their game or improve on was the actual scoreboard thing that Treyarch picked up in Black Ops. So basically in Black Ops, it just didn't show your points, your kills, and your death. It also showed you, say you're in domination, it showed your capture and defense. In TDM, it showed your KDR. In demolition, it showed your plants and diffuses, and just as a sort of with kill confirmed, it could show your your tags confirmed and your tags denied. So basically, what it showed me is that even if someone was doing really badly on our team, yet he did like 7 defends or 10 defends or something like that, it means he was sitting in our base defending a flag. Or if he has like he's going negative and he's got a 0.5 KDR or something stupid like that, it means it shows that he's been capturing 10 flags all game and he has a lot of points. It means he's been capturing flags all game and I shouldn't rag on him. But in this game, I don't know what anyone's doing on my team, so it's like readily available information that's right on the scoreboard where I can look at my team and say, okay, we're doing this and we're doing well, and they don't have that in this game. That's a little upsetting. That's something they really need to come back, and I know that's something that they can patch into the game. If Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer Games didn't focus on being able to adapt and take in player feedback during this game and then adding it, then they've completely not listened to anybody. It doesn't matter if they said they did. We need aftermarket or after post-launch support. We need post-launch support when it comes to this game in every single way, and it was one of the only reasons why I bought this game. Borrowed it, now I've bought the game, and just because I've been having a little bit of fun with it. With the third thing I want to kind of bring up is local search. If you don't know what that is, basically Treyarch brought it in, I think, World at War, and it was a new option then. And MW2 didn't have it, and I remember that being an issue, that MW2 didn't have local search, and it never really mattered to me until Black Ops came, and Black Ops had this thing called local search, and basically it did me justice, because it picks a host that's close to me and thus faster, giving me a better overall experience when it comes to ping. Faster ping means that I'm going to take it a Juggernaut here all alone by myself is awesome. But basically, it gives me a faster ping and a better overall experience when I have a better ping and then I have a local host. Now, when you don't have a local search on Black Ops, it picks the fastest host that you can possibly find, the one that has a better connection and doesn't necessarily have to be close to you. So sometimes you'll be in a leggier game. I mean, the difference between having 15 ping or 15 MS and 100 is astronomical. That is the difference between winning a gunfight and being completely pummeled to the ground when you come around a corner as a good player. Those things matter when you're a good player. Those milliseconds matter. Everything like that matters. So yeah, those are really the 3 little things that I want to like bring light to, and it really confuses me while Treyarch is bringing some of the good stuff. I think that Treyarch is at fault here also, because they helped with theater mode. Obviously, they're in the credits for if you watch the single player, they're in the credits for some of the multiplayer things like theater and stuff like that. Why don't the two companies like Treyarch and Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer Games consult and advise each other on things like like music options and improvements that they made to the franchise, because the next game that comes out is going to be a Treyarch game, and I would hope that Infinity Ward takes note of what Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer Games have done here with the point streaks, with the proficiencies. I would guess that they would. Why Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer wouldn't when it came to Black Ops? Do they think they're better than them? I don't know. But yeah, guys, this has been pretty much the gameplay. I think we're just at the end here, and we actually lose this game. Yeah, and I don't know who capped the flag and who didn't. I know I was pretty much putting pressure on their spawn the entire game, and that's kind of my contribution to the team. I also capped, I think, B and I think A once or twice. But yeah, a lot of people in the last MW3 video kind of brought to light that I wasn't playing the objective. And that's an issue that alone I've been having myself in this game. I'm just trying to get used to it. For the Type 95, they're saying I'm camping. That the Type 95 gameplay I put up, it's a 2-minute clip. And if you look at the map, I have a reason to look down through the stairs and out the door because people were coming. They're spawning on that street. I needed to look that way. I'm just being a smart player, not rushing towards them or being stupid, because I could have lost a gunfight there, especially with a burst weapon. Anyways, guys, this has been the gameplay. I hope you enjoy. Please check out eRes. Check out Thunder. I'm going to leave all those links in the description. And there's 2 more days on the Dr. Pepper contest for the BF3 tags. Make sure you go to that video and leave a comment, and not leave a comment on this video. But you can leave a comment on this video anyways. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.